Here is how to make Apple Watch vibrate on silent. The video is going to be split into parts, and in the first one, we are going to be talking about how to make it silent, how to set up vibration and haptics, and other things to make it work. And in the second part, we're going to be trying to find out why it doesn't work and what are the things in order to make it work and find out if it actually works for you or not. More like a troubleshooting part of the video. So at first, in order to make the Apple Watch silent, make sure you are on the home screen on the watch face and swipe up to access the control center. The ring icon, which you can see on the left side somewhere in the middle, is the one that you need to click on. If you click it and it becomes red, it means that the Apple Watch is now silent and no loud sounds or notifications will be played, only vibrations and haptics. But still, that doesn't mean that the Apple Watch will always vibrate on silent, and there are some other things that you have to make sure are set up correctly. So let's say that you would like to get notifications from messages, and you don't want the Apple Watch to play it out loud, you just want to make it vibrate. For this, you have to go to the Watch app, and of course on the iPhone, and make sure that if you find the Messages app, that the haptics is turned on for the alerts. You can see it right there. And yeah, there are some other things and other settings, like Mirror My iPhone is probably the most popular one, but you have to make sure that the haptic is enabled, because in that case, if it's not, then the Apple Watch will not vibrate when you receive a text message. And this applies to all other apps. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you're gonna have to go through most of the apps in order to make sure that you have it like this and that the haptic is turned on. By the way, guys, if you like my watch face that I'm using right now on, the link can be found down below in the description. This is watch face that I personally created, and you can definitely go ahead and take a look at it. And also, if you are new here and if you don't want to miss future uploads, what you can do is also to subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and it's useful for you. It does help the channel as well, so if you want to, just go ahead and do so. Okay, but what if you have set it up correctly but still you don't get any vibrations or haptics on the Apple Watch? It could be, even though it's not very likely, that the vibration or the haptic engine inside the Apple Watch simply doesn't work for some reason. In order to make sure that the hardware is okay, I would advise you to find out if the watch can actually vibrate. So for this, go to the settings this time on the Apple Watch, go to sounds and haptics, and turn on and off the haptic alerts. So you're gonna find it. You're gonna find out based on that if the Apple Watch vibrates, because when you turn it off and back on, the Apple Watch will vibrate no matter what. So you can at least feel that it does work. And also, quite frankly, if you don't have this enabled, then naturally the watch will not vibrate because you have it disabled. So this is like common sense, but just make sure it is turned on. We used to have the slider or some other options to adjust the strength of haptics, which we do not have anymore. Just like you have right now with the sounds, and you can make it louder or less apparent, let's say that way. I mean, you could do the same with the haptics, and you can make it more like strong and stuff, but you cannot do it anymore. You don't have that options right now in the latest watchOS. What you can still pick from is the default or prominent way of the haptic alerts. And prominent simply means that there is more strength added to it. It's really firm on the wrist. Kind of disturbing, I would say, for me, because I have it on default all the time. But yeah, this is also another way how to find out if the hardware actually works. Just click on the prominent, and if you don't feel a very strong feedback on the wrist, like a haptic vibration, then something is faulty inside, because it definitely should do it. Other than that, what you can do is some regular resetting, like you can restart the Apple Watch, like turn it off and turn it back on by holding down on the side button, slide the slider to turn it off, wait a bit, turn it back on. You can also reset it, like erase all content and data. You can unpair it from the iPhone and repair it, but well, it mostly should work after doing the previous things, like setting it up in the settings, the resetting, or restarting the Apple Watch is like the last thing that you can try out, like a general way of resetting the whole thing, the software to make it work. But if it doesn't, then you're gonna have to find some people, experts, to take a look at the watch and repair it for you, perhaps. And yes, so that was everything what there is to know about haptics and sounds. Another quite common thing is to make sure that you do not have the do not disturb mode to turn on, even though this is kind of like common sense, because if you can't receive any notification, the Apple Watch cannot vibrate naturally. But for people that don't really know what's going on with their watch, just make sure that the do not disturb is not turned on. Again, in the control center, just swipe up, and the thing where you can see the do not disturb should not be enabled. The toggle with the moon, it should be gray, and that way the notification can actually go to the Apple Watch to make it vibrate. But I guess that you probably know about that. So that would be pretty much it. I don't think that there is anything what I would like to or should add to the video. In case you have some question or some thought, leave it down below in the comments. Like, naturally, this is a place to do so. Thanks a lot for watching, your support. Check out my watch faces down below in the description. Subscribe for more content so you don't miss future uploads like this. And also leave a thumbs up if you found some value in the video. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching again, and see you guys later.